And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning. It is time for Karla's Corner.
Good God. Look
it is time.
eyes.
It is time for Karla's Corner. Karla looks a little rough this morning by her own account, not mine. I cannot come on here in the mornings
sorry, Josh,
and tell a woman they look rough. This is on her own account that we have recorded. Well, what caused you to look so rough? Let's start with the news this morning. In top news this morning, Karla, what caused you to look so rough today?
I should probably look in a mirror before I do this.
You think so?
Maybe so.
Now, that being said, I'm glad you went there. Do they sell mirrors? Do they still sell them? Is there a section in the store? Because when I go to the store and I see people, I'm just thinking they no longer sell mirrors. Am I bad? Is this wrong?
I don't look in a mirror before I go to the store. But I should probably look in the mirror before I go on the show.
I just often wonder if there's still a mirror section anywhere, because I just wonder. Just that's me. Maybe a generational thing, a little comb through the hair, and just saying. Okay, how are you?
I think there's been moments where you should probably look in the mirror before you did the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
You got a haircut though, so it's not, that makes it better.
Yeah, I got a haircut.
Makes it better.
What's up?
Lots of stuff.
Well, talk to me, man.
Well,
it's been cold.
It's not been cold.
It has been. It was just a couple days ago.
Cold. It has not been cold yet.
It was down in the 20s. Where do you live, Daddy?
It's going to be in the teens next week.
Again, it was 16 the other morning. It's been cold.
It's not been that cold.
Guess what? It rained yesterday.
Yeah. So we just had our annual meeting last Thursday.
Was great.
It was so good, and I thought since not everybody could come, even though everybody was there, I thought that we could recap for everyone that didn't get to come some of the events that took place. Greg Frady was our guest speaker.
That was very good. I got an opportunity to talk to him afterwards. Very good.
He's a good speaker. I really enjoyed listening to him.
I liked it because I don't want to.
Cannot see.
I'm just going to say this. This is more of a you have to be here, LJ kind of thing. But no matter where you're at, this is really funny because he personalized it and brought it down to home. I mean, and I could tell he goes out. Greg, and let me just highlight. Greg Frady is the head baseball coach for Georgia State University head baseball coach. I think if memory serves me right, he said he was 10 years head baseball coach of the German Olympic team.
I remember hearing
that. But anyhow, he personalized his life and drilled it down to home being from LJ, right?
To the school bus?
Right to the school.
Boardtown or Big Creek?
Boardtown Road, man. Boardtown. But it was really good. And I like what he said. I'm just going to paraphrase real quick. And we've all been in these points in our life. And he's talking about being in Germany and his baseball team's not doing well. In fact, that's the kindest way to put it. I mean, he was so upset with the baseball team. It's not doing well. He's in Germany, and he goes to his hotel room, and he's ready to pack. He's ready to pack. He's ready to go home. He's ready to call it quits halfway around the world. And he says he's kind of depressed, his team, and there's no stations, no English-speaking stations on TV. So he turns on CNN. CNN's the only station that's English speaking.
This is a true statement,
right?
unless you get the Air Force or military network or whatever.
Right. So he's only got CNN in there. I'll use the word. He's depressed. He's thinking about going home. He's actually ready to pack, turn it in, go home, and in CNN, and he's listening, and it said, "Next up, we've got Joe McCutcheon from LJ," and he was in Germany. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was a good story.
That was a good story. Anyhow, I know some people...
I enjoyed what he said as far as applying that just because you're from a small town, you've always got to remember that you represent that town. You're an ambassador for that community no matter what you do in life.
Actually... I enjoyed every bit of it, but the takeaways for me were all the baseball references because that's what I like. Of course. Anyhow, the business meeting was great. Now, I went dressed again,
Josh,
9
do you have
years.
That picture?
Okay.
It may take him a second.
I know you didn't do that to me. I know you didn't just do that to me.
Is that not so cute?
Yeah, Josh, please take that. So I go dressed every year for my award. I go there every year, prepared, dressed. I write a little speech. I got it in my pocket, and I go home Susan Lucci every year.
I gave you an
Every
award
year.
this morning.
Did I get my own award? I'm waiting for my award.
On Facebook, our Bitmoji this morning was I gave you a trophy.
Did I get? Oh, thank you so much. I got a trophy. Anyhow, it was great. Citizen of the Year. You want to go through some of that real quick?
Yeah. Josh, just throw up whatever slide. I'll go with it. Okay, so this is Stephen Purvis, owner of Huff's Drugs. He got our received our Citizen of the Year award. He was an excellent candidate. He is currently on our board. He was previously on our board. He was instrumental in helping secure the proper use of hotel motel tax within the county and the chamber. He was instrumental in helping find money for the chamber when there was none, even down to serving chicken on a stick at the Apple Festival. I mean, whatever he had to do to help the chamber. And then that's just a small part of what he's done, and that's with the chamber. He also has served. I mean, he has served the community through helping with booster clubs and just different things. But we are just very, very proud of this selection this year of Mr. Purvis being our Citizen of the Year.
Congratulations. And who do we have next? Do you have somebody else up there? Or?
This is not so cute.
That's great. That's great.
Oh, I love Miss Sally. Chris Wong, who was our Member of the Year last year, awarded Miss Sally Daniels our award this year for Member of the Year. We realized that Miss Sally Daniels has been a member of our chamber for over almost 30 years, one of our longest members, and she has always been going to every ribbon cutting, going to every event possible.
I agree.
She is a huge ambassador for our chamber, goes out, tells people all the good work, and brings in members, and she's just such a deserving person of this award.
And if you before you move on, if you join, and we may be close to 8 years, 9 years, I think 9 years, but anyhow, when you join, if you start attending network lunches and things of that nature with the chamber, Sally will probably be one of the first you meet.
Yep.
And for us, Sally was one of the first I met. She will make sure she zeroes in and sees who new people are and goes and she says hello.
She always helps.
Yes.
Even with like every year she walks around and sells tickets for Taste of LOJ. Every year she volunteers for Apple Blossom Festival and Apple Festival. Every year she does my brain, Operation Thank You. Even when she wasn't an ambassador, she's like, I want to go out and thank our members. I want to be part of that. So we just couldn't be more excited to have her as a Member of the Year. I don't know that we could ever trump that one.
So what else you got over there? You got any more pictures?
Yep. This is our Business of the Year. Roberto Morello with Pilgrims awarded Piedmont. That is Denise Ray. I'm almost positive. Anyway, awarded Piedmont with the Business of the Year award. Piedmont has been instrumental in our community, helping provide an ER, all of their physicians' facilities, just multiple offices. We appreciate everything they've done for our community. So there
was a lot of pressure on them through the transition.
There was.
And there was a lot of pressure, and I'm going to say this. There was a lot of pressure to create that olive branch to the community that you're gaining something, not losing.
Right.
And that was not easy for them, and I was there every step of the way, and I watched it, so I'll just say that.
And they did something that nobody else was willing to do. They were an example, not just to our community, but to the entire state, of showing that this can be done. And so that's awesome, and they are so involved. One of our board members works for Piedmont. They were the ones that sponsored our children's area Apple Blossom Festival, so that all the kids' activities would be free at that event, which is amazing. And just so you know, mark calendars, May 3rd, 4th and 5th. Sorry, May 4th and 5th, Apple Blossom Festival. Piedmont is sponsoring that children's area again for free. So all the bounce houses, rock climbing walls, all those things are free. But we are just fortunate to have them as a business of the year this year. So that recaps all of our awards. Mr. Trent Sanford passed, our chairman of the board, passed our.
Do we have a picture?
Gavel. I don't have a picture of that. I mean, I do, but I didn't because, you know.
I'm sorry, Mr. Marshall.
Sorry.
And I'm sorry, Trent. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. Okay. She was in charge of pictures. I'm sorry. Did I throw you under the bus?
I don't really think they care.
But no, I will say this. Trent Sanford, I got it right, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Trent, the one thing that when you see what we call the passing of the gavel for the current chair passing along to the new chair, that you know, we don't have a picture on the screen, but the picture sitting out there of Trent, and he did an outstanding job last year, passing over to John Marshall, that's doing a great job. It's just a real comfort for us, the members out here in the chamber, of how this, you know,
I liked it.
I'm a loss of words. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this, and this is 10 years of chamber experience. Those two have done a great job of, most chairmen get in and they're like, this is what we're doing this year. This is what I want to do with the chamber. Whereas Trent and John Marshall have cohesively said, you know,
that's exactly.
This is what started, you know, and you're going to continue that so that we can continue to grow and show progress.
You know, you found the words I was looking for. Is the transition is a lot of times, and for, you know, a lot of times, well, most of the time, the transition is very smooth, and let's say that, but you may have a chamber chair come in and say, okay, this year I'd like to see the direction go a little more this way. But these two particularly, not that John Marshall doesn't have a direction, but these two particularly have something going, and
Yeah.
it's moving. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you found the words. All right, so is that everything you want to talk about on the business?
I did want to mention, this was our first year that we got to have County Commissioner Charlie Paris swear in our board.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool.
It's pretty neat.
I don't know whose brilliant idea that was, but I thought that was a really cool
Thought
thing.
it was good.
So I just wanted to mention that. So that recaps the annual meeting if you missed it, so you know what's happened. Our pictures are on our website. I know you guys have some stuff
All
on your
kinds of
website.
pictures.
So I wanted to mention that. And then I wanted to real quick, I know I've plugged it like every week, but I wanted to plug it again. Our Wine About Winter, Josh will throw that up there. These are all the vineyards that are participating. We've got a blog on our website, a video rolled out on social media about it. But we have 6 vineyards I can't count. 6 vineyards participating. That is February 1st and 3rd, so it's just like a week away or 2 weeks away.
That looks like 6.
It's a week away. What looks like 6?
All right, what else you have? Well, I'm waiting patiently because I have something.
I know. You always have stuff. So that is that not a week away? It is a week away. Yeah.
February 1st through 3rd, Wine About Winter. There you go. There's the participating vineyards, games, food, tasting, live music, and much more.
If you're interested in doing the murder mystery event at Ingelheim on Friday night, they only have a few tickets left, and you have to buy those tickets in advance. Murder mystery. Yeah, they're gonna have hors d'oeuvres and tastings and a murder mystery.
Ellery Queen kind of.
Yeah.
Evening.
So, but just FYI, they only have a few tickets left. I also wanted to mention, I believe, and I'm gonna pull it up just to be sure, that hold on, why is it not coming up? There it is. That I don't know if anybody went and saw it last weekend, but the Putnam County Spelling Bee, which is the musical that's happening right now at the Gilmore Arts Playhouse. You got this weekend and next weekend are the last weekends to see that. So I just wanted to plug that real quick. I've heard it's fabulous. You definitely want to see it. They've been plugging out some cool little previews of it, so check that out. And then also coming up, I want you, while I'm doing this, to Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Oh.
We're going to have some Valentine's Day stuff coming out. But I know that you guys are working on a Valentine's Day giveaway kind of thing. So you want to plug that real quick?
Well, the company's doing it.
The company's doing it?
Yeah, I just don't want people to get the wrong impression of me that I'm sending something out for Valentine's. I don't want that. I want them to understand the company. There's a group outside the door here. They got together, and I think it's a great idea to put this basket together. I'm not really involved.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll regroup to that because I do have the information on that.
Yeah, I would like for you to share it. Josh, do you have that? Do you have that logo? Is that number 1 that I sent over this morning? Right there it is. Right there it is. I mean, I will put it up. I just don't want people to get the wrong impression.
They're doing a Valentine's Day
Sam,
giveaway.
Lisa, and Stephanie. Let's just throw it out there. Samantha, Lisa, and Stephanie are running this show here. They have dinner, massage, movie tickets, coffee, and I think there's more stuff coming, and it is several $100s worth of stuff in a basket. There you go.
I just wanted to plug that. We'll be sharing it on our social media.
Right.
When the details come out, we'll mention it some more times between now and Valentine's
I want the movie
Day.
tickets.
Yeah, well, I told you we're having our business after hours at Georgia.
My fear in getting the
Mountain
movie
Cinemas.
tickets is somebody will want me to go watch a romantic comedy. They'll tell me it's a comedy, and I'll end up, you know what I'm saying? Just saying.
I wanted to plug, even though we've got some time between
So
now
when
and-
is the movie thing? When do we go to the movie thing?
that's going to be at the end of February.
All right, okay, we can wait for that.
February.
Because I'm waiting for that one.
February 20. Where is it? That's
I
January.
always like going to the movies.
February 26th, Mountain Cinemas is going to host our business after hours.
Well, what else you got? I'm waiting because I have something. I have something.
I wanted to plug. We always do a big deal for this, and we'll do a big deal for it when it
Big
gets a little
deal. It's
closer.
going to be a big deal.
But
Big
I
deal.
wanted to plug Georgia Mountain Hospice annual Mardi Gras event.
Absolutely, big deal.
Super fun event. Great thing to support. This year's candidates for Gilmer County are Cindy West, whose husband Mark West is on our board, so I'm super supportive of Cindy. And then we have also Robert Ferguson, who is our post-commissioner, Carleen Ferguson's husband, and they are having an event at Chateau Maitre to fundraise for the Mardi Gras in the mountains. So support our king and queen, our local king and queen. But that event, the Mardi Gras in the Mountains event, will be March 2nd, and you can go ahead and buy your tickets now because it's a very popular event and goes to a great charitable contribution. But we'll be plugging that event more as we get closer, but I just wanted to let you guys know who our king and queen are and that you should be supporting them. Okay. Now you can say your thing.
I have waited patiently. I'll let you go through the business meeting, go through the pictures, go through everything. I appreciate you did a great job. But we've come to the point of the show. Do you realize that one of your viewers called you out? Do you know that? They called you out on your video. Do you know that? Are you aware of that? No. The Gilmer County Library. Now, I'm not going to say the entire staff. I won't say everybody over there. But I will say.
No, 'cause I know that sweet little lady that works in the children's section. She loves me. She wouldn't be mean.
I will say you can actually go on your YouTube video. Josh, where is it at? Where is the call out? The official. Yeah, you can go to your YouTube video last week and you can read the comments where you, not me. In fact, they even say something to the point like, Karla, I think I just heard Brian say to you, you never invited them. So I just wanted everybody to know.
This is really good coffee.
Yeah, they called you out. So here's what I think we ought to do.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to help bail you out of this. I think you deserve it. I'm going to help you bail. I think we ought to run up there. We'll make plans, and I think we ought to do a sweet, nice little segment at the Gilmer Library to air. Would you go for that?
It speaks for them that I'm going there after this show's over.
But
they know that.
We're going to do that. We did not invite you. I'm going to take. Karla's supposed to be in charge of that department, but we did not invite you. We love our friends at the Gilmer Library. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get in touch with you, and we're going to come up there and we're going to air it right here on the show. in about a week or two, but we're going to come up there and do a nice little segment at the Gilmer Library for you and get some information out. You good with that? Yes, Josh, did you? Here's the screenshot. We thought we'd show everybody. And I think Brian called you out about the library never being invited. Still wanting on, yeah. So I think you got called out. Now that was, Josh, we just put it right out there. Gilmer Library, we are coming to visit. We love you, our friends at the Gilmer Library, and we're going to be bringing you some what's going on at the library. Now, I'm your host, BKP, and this is Karla, and it's Karla's Corner, and
at
everything.
Least you didn't slap my library late fees up there.
That's next. We are getting
confidential information.
Can we get her card?
Can you do open records request
I want to see her library card. Pull it. Pull the report.
No, you want to see my library card? This is practically amazing. Look, it's in like 5 pieces. Like, it's just falling apart here.
That's actually great. I'm glad to hear that. So, I'm your host, BKP. This is Karla. It's Karla's Corner, and we want to let you know everything, wine about winter, no matter what we talk about here. It's on the Gilmer Chamber website. Right there you go, gilmerchamber.com, and right there in the top corner, click here, and that's the calendar of events. When you click there, everything that's going on, all of the different categories there for what's happening around Gilmer County is right there that you can check the calendar of events. So you don't have to miss anything, and you can always stop by the Welcome Center out there on 515 on a northbound side. Big green sign says Gilmer Chamber, not Waffle House. Gilmer Chamber, that's right behind it. Okay, you can stop in there and say hello. And then, looking forward to in February, I don't know the official day, but we will have our great new opening of the Gilmer Chamber Welcome Center downtown LJ, and that's
not
coming
February,
soon.
March.
We're looking at March, okay?
March.
And
in fact, we were picking out dates.
I got an opportunity to tour the Watkins house, and you will too when it opens in March. So, you got any parting words, like a quick apology to the library friends, or are you going to go?
Apologize for anything I didn't do.
Oh, okay, there you go. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back now. If you want to share these segments, watch these segments at a later time, share them with your friends. You can always go to FYNTV, Fetch Your News YouTube channel, and on the playlist, click playlist, and you'll find Karla's Corner
I'm going
right
to share
there.
this video on my Facebook after it's posted on YouTube, just so y'all know.
There you go. Just so y'all know.
Sorry, I got Southern there.
That's okay. We like to end with that. Take us out of here, Josh.